Hello everyone, and welcome back to our channel. Today, we re-journeying into the heart of Norse mythology to uncover the secrets of its most enigmatic and powerful figure, Odin, the All-Father. He's more than just the one-eyed ruler of Asgard you might know from movies. He's a god of war and wisdom, poetry and magic, life and death. So grab your drinking horn, and let's explore the profound depths of Odin. Let's start with who Odin is. In the Old Norse sagas, he is the supreme deity, the king of the Gear gods, and the ruler of Asgard. But he wasn't born into this power. He earned it through immense sacrifice and an unquenchable thirst for knowledge. The name Odin, or Uenin in Old Norse, is linked to concepts like fury, inspiration, and poetry, which perfectly captures his complex nature. When you picture Odin, what do you see? Typically, he's depicted as a wise, old man, often with a long gray beard and a single, piercing eye. He wears a wide-brimmed hat or a hood to conceal his identity, especially when he wanders among mortals. In his hand, he holds his legendary spear, Gungnir. This spear, forged by dwarves, is enchanted to never miss its target. From his high throne Lidskjalf, Odin can gaze out and see everything that happens in all of the 9 worlds. He's never truly alone, though. He is constantly accompanied by his 2 ravens, Hugin and Munin. Hugin means thought, and Munin means memory or mind. Every morning, they fly out across the worlds and return at dusk to whisper all the news they've gathered into Odin's ear. This is how the All-Father stays informed about everything. At his feet lie his 2 loyal wolves, Jerry and Freki, whose names both mean the ravenous one. Odin gives all the food from his table to them, as he himself subsists on nothing but wine or mead. Now, let's talk about that missing eye. This is one of the most famous stories about Odin, and it reveals his core motivation, the relentless pursuit of wisdom. In his quest for knowledge, Odin traveled to the Well of Mimir, a source of cosmic wisdom, located beneath the roots of Yggdrasil, the World Tree. Mimir, the guardian of the well, was an ancient and wise being who drank from its waters every day. Odin asked for a drink, but Mimir demanded a heavy price. Without hesitation, Odin plucked out one of his own eyes and dropped it into the well. In exchange for this sacrifice, he was allowed to drink, gaining immense wisdom and the ability to see the past, present, and future. This act shows that for Odin, no sacrifice is too great for true understanding. But his sacrifices didn't end there. Odin's desire for knowledge led him to an even more extreme ordeal. To unlock the secrets of the runes, the mystical alphabet of the Norse people that held powerful magic, Odin performed a ritual of self-sacrifice. He pierced himself with his own spear, Gungnir, and hung himself upside down from a branch of Yggdrasil for 9 days and 9 nights. He took no food and no water. On the 9th night, just as he was about to expire, the runes revealed themselves to him in a flash of insight. He screamed, seized them, and then fell from the tree, reborn with the mastery of runic magic and 80 powerful spells. This ordeal also taught him the secrets of Seer, a powerful and sometimes feared form of Norse magic dealing with fate and prophecy. When Odin travels, he does so on the most magnificent steed in all of creation, the 8-legged horse. Sleipnir is the fastest creature in existence, capable of galloping across the land, sea, and sky, and even into the underworld, hell. Interestingly, Sleipnir has a strange origin story. He is the offspring of the trickster god Loki, who had transformed into a mare and a powerful stallion. Odin's connection to Sleipnir reinforces his role as a shamanic figure, a traveler between worlds. As a god of war, Odin has a special place for warriors who die bravely in battle. This place is Valhalla, the Hall of the Slain, a majestic hall in Asgard. The souls of these chosen warriors, called the Einherjar, are brought to Valhalla by the beautiful and fearsome But Valhalla is no peaceful afterlife. Every day, the Einherjar arm themselves and fight each other in a grand melee, honing their skills. At the end of the day, all their wounds are magically healed, and they gather for a magnificent feast. They dine on the meat of the boar Ashremnir, who is resurrected every day to be cooked again, and they drink endless mead from the udders of the goat Heyrin. This isn't just for fun. Odin is gathering this vast army of the best warriors for a single purpose: to fight alongside the gods during Ragnarok, the foretold end of the world. Odin's family life is as complex as he is. His wife is the powerful goddess Frigg, who possesses her own form of foresight and is the goddess of marriage and motherhood. While they rule Asgard together, Odin had several other relationships that produced famous offspring. His most well-known son is Thor, the mighty god of thunder. Another son is the beautiful and beloved Balder, the god of light, whose tragic death is a key event, leading to together intelligence and interact with the world unnoticed. Odin often disguises himself as a simple traveler, an old wanderer with a staff. In disguise, he tests the hospitality of mortals and kings, dispensing wisdom or wrath as he sees fit. Odin is not just a warrior god who revels in battle. He is a master strategist. He doesn't simply grant strength, he grants victory, often through cunning and magic. He is the patron of the skalds, the Viking poets who were the keepers of history and lore. He is also associated with the berserkers, warriors who fought in a trance-like fury, believed to be a gift from Odin himself. His influence is a delicate balance of inspiration and frenzy, wisdom and war. And this brings us to the shadow that hangs over everything Odin does. The prophecy of Ragnarok. Thanks to his sacrifice at Mimir's, well, Odin knows how the world will end. He has seen the final, cataclysmic battle between the gods and the forces of chaos, led by Loki and his monstrous children. He knows the fate of each god, including his own. The prophecy states that during Ragnarok, Odin will fight the monstrous wolf Fenrir, and he will be devoured. This foreknowledge is the driving force behind all his actions. His endless gathering of knowledge, his creation of the Einharger army in Valhallitz, all a desperate, determined attempt to prepare for this inevitable doom, to perhaps change fate, or at least face it with the greatest army ever assembled. Odin's legacy is vast and enduring. He represents the ultimate sacrifice for a greater purpose, the idea that wisdom is more powerful than brute force. His influence permeated Viking culture, from their runic practices to their warrior ethos. In fact, the English word Wednesday is derived from Woden's Day, with Woden being the Anglo-Saxon equivalent of Odin. His archetypal figure, the wise, old king, the wandering magician, the self-sacrificing god, continues to inspire countless stories. In modern pop culture, from the Odin in Marvel comics and movies to characters in video games like God of War and books like The Lord of the Rings. So, the next time you think of Odin, remember he is far more than a one-eyed god of war. He is a poet, a magician, a seeker of truth, a wanderer, a king, and a father, all bound by the knowledge of a tragic destiny he strives to prepare for. His story is a powerful reminder that true strength often comes not from invincibility, but from the wisdom gained through sacrifice and the courage to face an uncertain future. Thank you so much for joining me on this deep dive into the world of Odin. If you enjoyed this journey into mythology, make sure to hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and ring the notification bell so you don't miss our next adventure. Let us know in the comments which mythological figure you'd like us to explore next. Until then, stay curious.